What is good, YouTube? Obed777 inspires back with you guys again today, man. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video, and thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for clicking on this video and joining me on this video. Anyway, man, I appreciate you guys. Let me know where you're watching from in the comment section below. Like and subscribe. And then let's just jump right into it. So today we're going to talk about learn/remember from your experiences. Remember from your experiences/remember. So before we jump into it, I want us to define what learning is. You see, the thing is, we are that which is unlimited creation. We are that which is the creation itself and the creator itself. Basically, in a better suited term, I can say we are extensions of source, or you can call us gods in our own right, because we do create our own self in our own experiences. Okay? Great. So then that means that there is nothing for us to learn. There is only what it is for us to what? Act upon. So that comes in what we call learning. So what we're actually seeking to do is not to learn, but to remember. That means to put it back together. To put it back together. Together. But basically that's what they said, together. To put it back together. And you know, when two more are gathered, there I am, because I'm able to see my face. I'm able to experience myself from you, the other, because you are a mirror for me and I am a mirror for you. So there is nothing to learn. We just have to remember and act upon what we already know. So in this knowing breeds experiences. You know, this is the reason why jobs prefer to go for experiences rather than mostly qualifications. I mean, they do go for qualifications for some jobs, but that's why they mostly go for experiences, because they want to know, do you have an experience doing this? Because if you have an experience doing this, you have a kind of knowing in what, in that field, in that area. Maybe it might be new, maybe it might be a little bit different, but because you have that experience, you know how to work your way through it. And this is what we seek. This is what source sought of itself, the experience. So in essence, our experience of life is the truth, really. What we have experienced brings us truth. Yet, we have to understand that what experiences are bred from God and what experiences are bred from the outside world. And again, remember, the outside world is not real, it's just an illusion. So what has the illusion taught us, and what do we know from inside ourselves? Now, this task becomes a little bit easier when we consider and we remember, we put back together that the thoughts which are sponsored from God, or that, how do I put it? The communications from God are that which contains overjoy, overflow of joy, overflow of unconditional love, and overflow of truths. And these feelings are the feelings that breeds love, that breeds, that grand feeling of unconditional love that lights up your body, your whole body gets lit up. And even for that few moments that is lit up, you still carry that feeling knowing that, whoa, that is insane feeling. And then that thing, that truth that makes your ear tingle, that makes your navel start to be on, like, starts to light up. So now, being able to know that these are the communications of God, these are this is how we know what is true for us. So through this, by our experiences, we can determine, okay, oh, I got this experience, oh, da 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 da, I got this, I remember this from, I learned this. So we can interchange remember for learn. I learned this from this situation, or I remembered this from this situation. And so in doing this, you are always able to, okay, if this does not work for you, you switch to something that actually works for you. So even in the experience that you might think that is not what you prefer, it is actually showing you what you actually prefer, thereby giving you the chance to realign and go towards what you actually prefer. And so it is to know also that whatever happened in the past, to leave it in the past. It's called past for a reason. That means it's gone. Stop seeking to recreate it again, because if you're seeking to recreate it again, just move towards the highest idea of who you are. When that past comes up, don't stare at it for too long. Look at it in the rearview mirror and know that, hey, it's gone. And then focus on your now and where you're going, or where you are in this present moment, wherever you're going, because wherever you're going is here now. So now, where you are now, bring it into the present, bring it into the present, act on it, act on it, act on it, act on it. And so as you act upon the highest idea of who you are and who you are being, you continuously move yourself towards your highest desires. Basically, you make manifest your highest desires. So now we're talking kind of about two things, but we're always talking about manifestation. We're always talking about, because you always have to be grounded in the present moment to receive of those communication, to receive of the joy. And so today, actually, you know what? Like for the last few days, actually for a while now, I've known this for a while. Yet I was reminded again, from by source, by God, that God is always speaking to each and every one of us. God is always speaking to us. Source is always speaking to each and every one of us every single moment of the day. The thing is, are you in tune with yourself? Are you grounded in the present moment to be able to catch that, hey, this is Source speaking to me? Because some thoughts you would be thinking are actually sponsored by God. And then when you think about it, you're like, whoa, okay, nah, that's cool, that's cool. And when you act upon those highest thoughts and those highest truths, bro, what happens becomes even crazier. So be in tune and you can be only be in tune when you are in the present. Yet, even in your darkest moments, just look for something to be grateful for, and it will continuously ground you in the present. Look for something to be grateful for, act upon your highest passion, act upon your highest desires, and then just continue to do that, thanking God, being in that joyful mood. Place yourself there, find a way to place yourself there. And then as you continue to climb, as you are climbing higher, 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 even for us that are, in that joyful state 100% of the days. But on most days, right, in most moments, those of us that are in that joyful state all the time, and continuously are realigning back to the highest idea, is to always continuously keep pushing forward, and to continuously seek to grow, self-real to continuously seek to self-realize, knowing ourselves in our own experiences, and then continue to grow. So with our experiences, what we know that every single moment is a gift, right? So with every single moment, with every moment of experience, we know what is true for us by how we feel, and we know what is not true for us. And when our experience brings us new information or reiterate what we already know, we just continuously carrying the being of our highest self. So that even means that if something comes and then you know challenges our truth, we can just easily switch our truth, because we know that our self goal, our mission, our purpose is to continuously grow and to experience the highest idea about ourselves. So keep pushing forward, keep pushing forward. I wrote here that experience is the grand communicator of God. And I also wrote that remember from your own experiences. So I want to touch on remember from your own experiences. Or learning from your own experiences. We have a society, or we've built a society around learning from other people instead of learning from our own self. So it has led us to be other people centered. Oh, what does this person think? Oh, what does that person think? Oh, what does this person think? When are you ever going to go with what you think, bro? And so that is what I actually sought for years, because, you know, I always had a wit about myself. Yet I found that as I grew older and interacted with more people and listened to different opinions, the more it was like the more you kind of start to doubt yourself a bit. And so now, after a while of seeking other people's opinion, I came to realize that, oh man, like, wait a minute, like, I don't feel good. I don't feel too good. Because by going with other people's opinion and trying to impress other people instead of impressing myself and loving myself, I became other people centered instead of self centered, which I thank God I am now. So I sought to understand why. And I thank God I was able to find out that it was because I was not listening to my own experiences. So instead of listening to my own experiences and remembering from my own experiences and aligning with the highest idea of who I am, which is the best thing to do. To learn from my own experiences and align with the best idea with who I am was the highest good for me, or was the thing that contained love. But yet, on the other side, it was like, okay, it was like a fear of a loss if I acted upon the highest idea of who I am. But what I've come to realize now is that there is no loss. It is always just a gain. It is always just a gain because you get to experience yourself. You get to self-realize, basically, you get to experience yourself in your own experience because you create the idea of who you are and then you experience that. And that is pure creation. This is the reason why you came and the reason why I came, baby. And no other reason. It is to continuously experience ourselves in our own experience and to be the highest idea of who we are. So, what is the highest idea about yourself? What has your experiences taught you about yourself? And I'm not saying there are no experiences you do not prefer, but what is the positive? What did you learn out of those experiences? What did those experiences, what were the gifts that those experiences brought you? What was the presents that those experiences brought you? And think on those experiences because those are the experiences that lead you to get better and better and better, to be the highest idea of who you are. So by that experience, you can move towards an even higher idea of who you are. And know that, bro, wherever you are is perfect for its intended purposes. And so learn from your own experiences. I'm not saying never listen to other people's opinions, but remember, they are opinions and just suggestions of what their life has brought them. But guess what? You don't know what they were thinking. Maybe they might tell you everything and leave some part out. How do you know? You can never know. But when you listen to yourself and your experiences and actually seek to understand other people and make observations, the whole table flips. Because now you are loving yourself. You're making observations about yourself and you're making observations about other people or about the universe in a whole. And then learning from that, picking from their observation. But yet, putting putting yourself first and learning from your own experiences is the magic of it all. Because as I said, the experience is, as I wrote already and said, experience is the grand communicator of God. So if you have an experience and you don't feel the greatest, then you gotta ask yourself, what has this experience brought me? And if you feel great, I mean, of course, for the great moments, this is actually what we should put our mind towards. And thank God that, we got to experience such moments. And in fact, consider every moment a blessing and every moment a gift. No matter how grand, no matter how small, enjoy each and every single thing in life, because life is for joy, life is for fun. Life is for joy and life is for fun. God is totally accepting, totally joyful. And so accept yourself and then look to what your experiences have taught you, and then continue to act upon that highest idea of who you are. And know that you are continually in this process of self-creation. And remember, right? The process is the destination. You are already here, baby. This is it. And you want to know a secret? You want to know a secret? You do not only exist right now in this present moment. I mean, you exist right now in this present moment, but you also exist in other there are other versions of you that exist in other parallel universes. In first this present now, when we talk linearly, or I mean when we talk about the universe, but in time space, right, we can say the future. But bro, there are multiple parts of us that experience that we are bigger than we think, is what I'm trying to say. And this right now is a dream. Physical reality is an aspect of heaven where we get to experience this, remember who we are, or channel who we are. This is why when we go to the church, we say grace. I don't agree with the whole grace stuff, but anyway, when they say grace, you gotta raise up your hand, because guess what? It's coming from up there. You getting a what? You getting a download. You getting a download. You get what I'm saying? You opening up and then you receiving the download. So as you receive the download, you act upon it. It's like you act, you integrate, you integrate, you integrate. That's why when we go to sleep, we get those messages when we go to sleep from our dreams and stuff. And if you don't notice, like, bro, I've been catching my dreams, I've been catching my thoughts, bro. Like, and it's like, bro, the more I go to sleep, the more I remember some stuff. It's like the more I go to sleep, the more I'm remembering a lot of like different stuff that is going on. And like I'll be putting my mind to it and I'll be catching. I'm like, yo, that's crazy, man. I'm not really thinking that in normal life, everyday life. Why am I going to sleep? And I'm thinking these particular thoughts. And I'm like, oh man, I'm like connecting to the other parts of me in other times that is now, that is all happening now. And I'm bringing that through. So it's like, basically, it's like the soul is getting ready to just and go enjoy itself somewhere, but it's still connected to the body for now. I mean, for now, yes, for now, baby. So yes, sir, man. Remember that life is a dream. And this is why we came. The experience to be is actually why we came, so we can be it all. Experience who we are and be it all. So if we came to experience who we are, then our experiences are the what? Are the grand teacher, are the grand communicator. So look to that joy. Look for that joy in those situations. Look for those happy times in those situations. Look for the gifts and the presents, and continue to unwrap them, continue to unwrap them, continue to unwrap them. And you always know that, bro, life is for joy and life is for fun. And continue to move towards your highest ideas. When life causes you to have an experience so profound about yourself and who you are, continue to move towards the highest idea. And know that it is your opinion, it is your experience, it is your truth. So know thyself, and to thyself be true. It must follow us day and night. You cannot be false to any man. You cannot be false to any man. You cannot be false to any man. Go towards your highest dreams, bro. And do not stop, because source got you. Life got you. And if this doesn't work, that will work. If this doesn't work, that will work. All of it is source pushing you towards what you desire. Because all the things you desire is trying to get to you. Actually, it is here right now. And all the things that you do not want, you do not prefer, they are leaving, bro. Just a line, bro. Just a line. Just a line. Choose the highest and keep choosing the highest. And do not stop, man. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for rocking with me, sticking with me to the end of the video. I appreciate you guys. Certainly let me know if the message that resonates with you, and let me know something you have learned from your experiences recently. If you do have a video request, be sure to leave that in the link in the be sure to leave that in the comment section below, putting up the topic that you would like for me to discuss, and of course a short description or a detailed description. A detailed description will be better. And yeah, I will make a video whenever I can. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me through the video. Conscious Creator course coming soon. Once it's out, they should be in the comment section in the link. It should be in the description below, as well as crypto course coming soon. Once that is out, you should find all the details in the description below. We got it that time. Yes, sir. Love you guys. And until the next time, I'll catch you. Obed777 inspires out, baby. Let's go.